Former rap mogul P. Diddy stunned fans and critics alike today after releasing an admission of guilt in the form of a video apologizing for the leaked 2016 assault tape against his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. What's going down, everybody? Welcome back to Cassius Moore's Official. Welcome back to another stream. Never a dull moment in the world of P. Diddy, guys. Yesterday's stream was absolutely crazy as we broke down the leaked video of course, the hotel assault at the Intercontinental in Los Angeles. For anybody who missed the last stream, let me just quickly break it down. CNN obtained a video of Diddy running down the hallway in a towel, chasing his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. And in this tape, he was seen viciously beating her and assaulting her in the hallway of this hotel. Now, there has been a widespread reaction, obviously, to this video, but now we have Diddy coming out and addressing it head on. This is the first time, by the way, that he's admitted to being guilty. The last time that Diddy spoke out, it was in a statement that was claiming he was innocent and professing just how good of a guy he really was. But I guess he's changed his tune, and he's now admitting that he is, in fact, a piece of shit, just like we've seen on the video. So let's look at Diddy's apology. I have not seen this tape yet, so this is directly from Diddy's Instagram. Let's run it with sound. That might help.
On the darkest times in your life, sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. P. Diddy releasing an apology. I gotta see this video one more time, dude. I cannot believe this is real. Let's just take this in one more time so I can verify what I'm actually looking at.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
There we have it, guys. P. Diddy apologizing on video. This was just posted to his Instagram 4 hours ago with the caption reading, "I'm truly sorry." Now, here's the thing about this video, and we sort of talked about this issue on previous streams because we've been seeing a lot of guys stepping up in the last couple of weeks, even the last couple of months. 2024 has been insane all around, but we've seen a lot of people having to clear their names, or at least attempt to clear their names in public, doing apology videos, doing explanations. And here's the common thread that I think we're seeing with all these big, powerful guys who are explaining themselves, okay? We're looking at a bunch of guys, the Diddys of the world, the Drakes of the world, who are, explaining, apologizing. These are guys who are so big at this point that they don't have to answer to anybody. The average celebrity, has a lot of advisors. The average celebrity is answering to people. They have a team of people basically advising each and every little move that they make. The situation we're looking at here with a guy like Diddy's the boss. So when you get to a point where you're so powerful that you don't have to answer to anybody, that's when you start making bad decisions like this. This to me reeks of somebody who has nobody to answer to. They are not held accountable to anybody. Because if Diddy had one good person around him to advise him, he would have never made this video. Okay, I don't know of any advisor legally, any advisor who would be involved in management, in a record label, anything. I cannot think of one of those people who would recommend to post a video like this. So Diddy, you're caught on tape in 4K beating the fucking brakes off your ex-girlfriend, right? Imagine a lawyer being like, here, Diddy, the way out of this is to make an Instagram video. Make an IG video, get out there and just say you're sorry. That's going to get you out of this. Just say you're sorry. What do you mean sorry? And why are you apologizing to me? You should be apologizing to Cassie. Like, how is apologizing to me and you making this situation any better? This reeks of a dude who has nobody around him. And that's who Diddy is. Diddy is a guy who's never been held accountable for a fucking thing in his life. This dude is suspected of killing one of his best friends and one of the other legends of hip hop. He's accused of killing his ex-wife, allegedly. This is all alleged at this point. He's accused of all these things, but he's never been held accountable for anything. Even reading the statement from the Los Angeles DA when they said, hey, we're aware of this video of him beating the brakes off of his ex-girlfriend, but we can't prosecute him. This dude just got the key to the city, to New York. This dude just got honored at the BET Awards. This is a man who's never been held accountable in his entire life, guys. And that's what we're seeing here in this video. We're going to replay it for anybody who's just joining. We're going to play it one more time. This is the official Diddy apology video that he just released, speaking on this situation and admitting his guilt.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
You think?
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Said it sounds like it's read off a page. It definitely does sound like it's read off a page. You can also see the guilt in this man's face. The thing about this video, when you really look at his expressions, I'm no body language expert, and I'm not going to sit here and play analyst. But just to the naked eye, this dude looks like he knows this isn't going to work. He almost looks like he doesn't even want to make this video. If you're really looking at his expressions, again, I'm no expert. But he doesn't seem like he really believes this. He doesn't seem like he thinks it's going to work. And he doesn't really even seem like he wants to be in this tape. Now, there's been a lot of reactions to this across the internet. We're going to pull up a couple of things here that we've been looking at. Because again, Diddy still has supporters. I see people even in the chat here quite regularly who, they still support Diddy. And we're going to look at both sides of the story. I mean, I personally don't understand the angle in supporting Diddy at this rate. But let's just look at some of the reaction in general. So Diddy's former head of security reacted to his apology video and alleged that Diddy has been abusing women for years. He says he also wishes Kim Porter was alive to receive an apology. So this is a statement from Diddy's former head of security, Roger Bonds. He says, I guess he's sorry and was at rock bottom for years and years because he was whipping not only her ass and Kim's ass, but others too. Let's reflect. Harlem to Hollywood soon come. He continues, I wish Kim Porter was here to get an apology. Please remember who I am and where I was. But I know you was at rock bottom then too, huh? Oh, let's not talk about Gina H. I don't know that username. That NDA don't stand up against anything illegal. Oh, that was rock bottom too, huh? These are statements from Diddy's former head of security. He continues, the truth is a lot of you cats been whipping ladies' ass, and only a person who whips his girl's ass can understand how you beat a girl up. I mean, beat her the fuck up. This is my life story with the people who happened to be in my life. So he's a really weird way of writing, but I'm trying to follow. Basically, he's saying he knows shit. Basically he's saying that the situation is that Diddy is, and again, we've heard this from basically every former associate of Diddy. So he's not the first person to say it. Let's look at this other tweet, which I found actually quite interesting. It says, I knew Diddy was going to claim being at rock bottom as his excuse. Diddy was 46 at the time of the assault. It's not funny, but Diddy was on top of the Forbes list in 2016 when he was caught on tape assaulting Cassie. Top of the Forbes list. Okay, so this is a dude claiming to be at rock bottom. Boy, let me tell you something. If Diddy was at rock bottom in 2016, I pray to be at rock bottom. I pray to be at rock bottom one day. Because if rock bottom means you're going to be at the top of the Forbes list, the sunken place ain't a bad place to be. When the assault happened, Diddy was on the Bad Boy reunion press tour and runs. So he was relaunching Bad Boy, going crazy, relaunching his brand. Again, another sign of somebody being at rock bottom. Diddy was out and about and carefree. This is just who Diddy was. This is a phenomenal point as well. I mean, look. Obviously, being rich and famous doesn't mean that you have no problems in your life. But two things don't add up, or a few things don't add up in this situation. One, there's no signs of Diddy being at rock bottom in 2016. The other thing, too, he's been known for doing this throughout his career. And frankly, guys, it doesn't matter if you're at rock bottom or not. I find it really fascinating that Diddy thinks he's going to get out of this by explaining why he beat the brakes off his girlfriend. He's like, yeah, you know what? I beat her up, but listen, I was going through a lot at the time. And, motherfucker, people go through a lot every day. They don't beat their girlfriends. It's not like this isn't a situation. It doesn't matter why you did it. Again, this reeks of somebody not having anyone around to advise them. That's the thing. Diddy is the boss. Diddy doesn't answer to anybody. People answer to Diddy. And that's why we see him putting up stuff like this, because he's ill-advised. 50 Cent reacted to this video as well. He goes, or actually he reacted to the statement that Diddy wrote. He goes, the lie detector test has determined this was a lie. Maury vibes. That's 50 Cent on Twitter. I think 50 reacted. 50 also reacted to the video clip. He goes, this is not going to work. Who is advising him right now? See? 50 knows. Shaking my head, bad move. So 50 knows this is a terrible move. Let's look at this video. Cassie's closest friend, Tiffany Red, of course, Cassie is the girl who was assaulted in the newly leaked video clip, calls out Diddy after his apology video. Let's take a look at this.
Cut it out, Puff. Cut it out. So you were disgusted back then. You're disgusted now. So let me ask you a question then. Was that the last time that you did that to her? Was that the last time you did that to any woman? If you're so disgusted and you went and you got all this help and you feel whatever, and if that's the case, why did you say enough is enough and say that she was lying? Say that all the things in her lawsuit are not true. That incident was in her lawsuit. I remember that incident because I was around. Remember? I remember her telling me about how you spent $50,000 to get rid of that video. Watching that video the other day was crazy because I thought no one was ever going to see it because of you. And now you're sorry? Really? Cry me a river, bro. You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. And I'm glad you don't want forgiveness because ain't nobody giving it to you over here. You know what you did. You're fine with your behavior. That's the bottom line. That is you. That person on that video is part of you. And that part of you needs to atone, needs to take whatever is coming to you because you have already sown these seeds. Take your punishment like a fucking man. Talking about you sorry. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn. Nah, she ate him up in that video. That is Cassie's closest friend, Tiffany Red. Now, Tiffany Red, guys, if you remember in the beginning of this, when all the allegations started coming out, Tiffany was one of the main people who actually tried to really get this story out there because Cassie wasn't doing interviews and still isn't, right? We haven't heard from Cassie at all, which I think is a smart move. Like I said before, if I was ever involved in a legal case, especially a legal case of high profile like this, you would not catch me saying anything. I would be quiet and just enjoy my money. Obviously Cassie has some healing to do. She has a lot more going on than just getting paid. But she did get her 30 mil, guys, as the settlement. Because Diddy, the next day after these accusations came out, we got to remember, Diddy paid her $30 million to keep this quiet. $30 million he paid her to try to keep this under wraps. That just shows how valuable the information that these people have really is. But this girl has been consistent, the girl in this clip, because she's been blowing the whistle about this. She's been saying all the stories. Let's go look at a little more from Cassie's friend here. And let's look a little more at the accusations against Diddy towards Cassie. Because there's a lot to put together here. Check this out.
Hey, if you're...
Now, one of the things that she said in her various interviews was that Diddy would actually lock Cassie in hotel rooms for weeks at a time, sometimes over a month, after he would beat her so bad that she would be black and blue. He would basically make her stay in a hotel for weeks and weeks until she physically recovered to avoid being caught for beating her up. We got to remember the assault video that we looked at that was leaked yesterday was in a hotel. So that may lend some more truth to this story. This boy's got a long intro.
Can y'all hear me? I'm turning the comments off so I could just get through this.
Be sure to like, comment,
and subscribe.
So, obviously, y'all know what's going on. There's a lot going on in the news. There's a new lawsuit filed yesterday by Rodney Jones against Sean Diddy Combs and countless other people. And I've gotten a lot of media requests. I've gotten a lot of DMs from the community. I've gotten a lot of questions. And so I thought I would just share it here because I don't plan on doing any interviews. I don't plan on doing any, I don't want to. I'm exhausted with this because I've been dealing with this behind the scenes since December for myself. Oh, it was filed yesterday. Sorry. One of my friends just texted me because she's watching. It was filed yesterday. And so I just thought I'd let the cat out the bag because I just can't take it anymore and I'm tired of carrying this. I am suing Sean Combs too. I'm suing Sean Combs. I'm suing Interscope Records. I'm suing Bad Boy Entertainment. I'm suing Epic Records. And I don't know who else. I don't know if my lawyer is saying there's anybody else that's in there, but those are the people that I am suing. I am suing for tortious interference, for all of the work that I have done that has been because of all of this. I'm back. Was putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. My work was it was derailed. I spent years working with Cassie. Years. The music is incredible. It's all now. It's got all this nastiness all over it. I can't tell you what I felt like when I found out this is what was going on. I can't tell you what I felt like when I found out that my music was playing in the background. That the reason why this nigga called me emotional singing bitch is because he was listening to a demo of me singing while he was doing God knows what with my fucking friend. I have been dealing with this shit since 2015. This has been...
And that adds up, by the way, because the leaked video that we just saw of Diddy beating Cassie was 2016. So if that's really when it heated up, the timeline is consistent.
This has been some of the most traumatizing and terrifying moments in my fucking life. And to watch the world cackle and joke and people sending memes back and forth and all y'all in my DMs like, Tiff, did you see this? Like I'm blind, like I didn't just sit on NBC and speak with Chloe about my experiences. Are y'all fucking kidding me? So cat's out the bag. I'm suing too. That's why I haven't been answering your questions. You want to know why I haven't been in LA? You want to know why Tiffany Red is not outside doing 100%er activations? Because I don't feel safe.
Damn.
That's why. Because I don't want to endanger my team, the people around me. LA? Are you kidding? New York? Are you kidding?
So what's she trying to say? Is she trying to say Diddy's going to do something? I mean, that's kind of what she's insinuating, right? She just straight up said she does not feel safe having information about Diddy. We got to remember, guys, we're speaking about a man who just paid $30 million in an attempt to make it hush money. But the details came out anyway. This dude just paid $30 million to keep this quiet. I'm not saying, again, we got to be careful what we say here. That doesn't mean he's going to, doesn't mean he's going to send anybody necessarily. However, I'm just saying, if he's willing to pay $30 million, what the hell else is he willing to do? This is a bad, bad man, and there are plenty of people who have died under very mysterious circumstances surrounding this guy. There's no denying that. And I know it starts to get into like conspiracy theory land, and it starts getting, but is it a conspiracy theory at this point? Actually, you know what? It's not. I mean, look, if we're just to say that there is a number of people who have died under suspicious circumstances who have been related to Puff, that's not even that's just a fact. You know, the conspiracy comes when you start trying to speculate as to why. But if we just keep it above board and we can just all agree on this, a lot of people have died who know Diddy or who know shit about Diddy. We got to remember, Kim Porter was about to release the tell-all book about Diddy. She was about to tell all. Everybody else who died was either about to tell more information, they were about to leave Bad Boy, they were about to do something that would directly threaten Puff. That's the thing. There's a very consistent theme here. You fuck with Diddy, or you know something about Diddy, or anything that's going to negatively impact Diddy in his mind, strange things start to happen.
How is it safe for me the moment that I speak up? I just got a DM from Chalice for posting, trying to accuse me of defamation for my last post. That was a post of Billboard. That was a post of some shit that was filed in a lawsuit yesterday. That's public domain. Fuck y'all. I will not be intimidated. I will not be intimidated. You ain't gonna sue me for shit, because I ain't do shit. And I don't believe y'all neither. I don't believe you. Your story don't make sense. You know how many times I've worked at Chalice? You gotta buzz the front door. Then you gotta buzz the next door. Then you gotta ask somebody what session you going through. You think that somebody can just run in who's just got shit? That shit don't even...
What's Chalice? Is it a club? What? Is that a gay club? She said somebody can't run into Chalice.
Then you gotta ask somebody what's... You gotta buzz the preview. Your story don't make sense. You know how many times I've worked at Chalice?
What the fuck is Chalice? Oh, Chalice Studio. Okay, cool. I thought Diddy just got exposed for being at the gay club.
You gotta buzz the front door. Then you gotta buzz the next door. Then you gotta ask somebody what session you going through. You think that somebody can just run in who's just got shit? That shit don't even make no fucking sense. Explain all the blood in the bathroom. Explain it. Explain it. I'm not defaming nobody. All the media that's reaching out, stop reaching out to me. I'm not doing no interviews about Puff. I'm exhausted with talking about Puff. I've been talking about Puff since the end of last year. I'm sick of it. This is not my life. This is not the shit. I didn't do none of this shit.
She seems pretty genuine, guys. Do you guys believe her? I mean, just looking at again, I'm not going to sit here and play expert and say, you know, you look at the angle of her pupil, it's at 90 degrees. That means she's telling the truth. I'm no fucking expert. I can just go off vibes. She seems pretty, like, when you look into this woman's eyes, she looks like she's seen some shit. She sounds like she's seen some shit. And I mean, I do think that being around trauma like this, well, it's not being around trauma, because if you're watching people get assaulted, that's traumatic in and of itself. I mean, I don't think it's fair to just say she was around trauma. She's clearly traumatized by what happened with Diddy. You know, this is the guy who, we got to remember, Usher, and we can look at some Usher clips here in a little bit. He said that he developed a sleeping disorder from being around Diddy. From the combination of Diddy never sleeping and just, you know, the sick shit that Diddy was doing. He said he couldn't sleep for years directly because of that man. That's a direct quote from Usher Raymond. So we got to remember, this is a dude who, being around Diddy, being in Diddy's world for a while, it does make you a little bit loopy. I know she's getting a lot of criticism for being angry here, but I kind of think we gotta understand, like, this shit can push a person.
But now I'm stuck in this shit. Supposing I say shit. That. Because I didn't do nothing but write records that are incredible. And what if these do? Waste my fucking time. Waste my talents. Throw me away. And y'all expect me to be quiet? You want an interview? This is my life. In real life. That's Lil Rod's life. In real life. That's Cassie's life. In real life. And all this shit y'all doing on the internet is putting everybody in danger. I'm not outside because it's dangerous. You tell me who else gets to be accused of all kind of this kind of shit that ain't gonna get picked up and be in jail already? What did George Floyd for? Some fake.
All right, let's not get carried away. Now she's doing too much, bro. Come on, let's chill out. Chill out, chill out. It's got nothing to do with George Floyd. Let's just relax a little bit.
For the last 4 years, all I've been trying to do is make this shit better. This is the reason why I quit. Y'all ask me why I don't write songs anymore. This is why. This shit has made me want to kill myself. I'm fighting suicidal ideations as we speak because this is no way to live.
Surviving Diddy coming soon. Dude, look at this. Look at what being around Diddy does to a person. This woman's lost her fucking marbles, okay? This woman is off the deep end, guys. Look at what Diddy does to people. This is literally the result of being around the diddler, bro. This is unreal.
This is no way to live. I just wanted to do records. I just wanted to write songs.
Cassie's friend speaking out on the Diddy situation, guys. Now, for anybody who is missed it here, let's just pull up this video one more time. For anybody wondering what the leaked video is that we keep talking about, I am going to run it one more time. I'm comfortable running it because I have censored it partially. This is the video of Diddy in question. And this just leaked yesterday. Of course, Diddy came out today admitting that it was him in the video and apologizing, claiming he was at, quote, rock bottom. This is the video in question. Here, I'm going to make sure you guys can see it in frame. It's a tough watch. Just a quick warning, guys. It can be a tough watch here. That is R&B singer Cassie Ventura on the ground. And this is P. Diddy allegedly assaulting her. So this is the video that leaked from March 2016. This video directly referenced in the Cassie Ventura lawsuit, which Diddy paid $30 million to shut down. Rumor also has it that Diddy paid $50,000 hush money to have this video kept from the public. And now it looks like everybody's going bad on Diddy and they're turning, which honestly makes sense. We're going to pull up some more clips here about some of the details. This says everyone named in the lawsuit. Now this will be a trip.
We're about to see something on the level of Epstein, Weinstein to the power of 10.
From members of the royal family to Grammy and Academy Award winners, we're breaking down all the A-list celebrities named in court docs against P. Diddy, along with some startling accusations.
First of all, that entire filing was just gasp worthy. I'm not seeing a scenario where he can escape liability, criminal liability.
He's been known for years as a renowned rapper, producer, and label executive who goes by the names P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or his legal name Sean Combs. So far, Diddy hasn't been arrested, but he has already faced his fair share of legal issues. Last year, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who you probably know as singer Cassie, accused him of sex trafficking and sexual slavery. She alleged that Diddy raped her and beat her so severely that she was bruised. Cassie also alleged Diddy made her have sex with prostitutes and recorded it on video. She also says he forced her to carry a gun. Cassie sued him under New York's Adult Survivors Act and
forced her to carry a gun. Wow, Diddy really is a bitch. Cassie was the man of the house. Bro needed, like, come on, man. You're going to make your girl carry a gun to protect you? What a fucking clown.
That she was bruised. Cassie also alleged Diddy made her have sex with prostitutes and recorded it on video. She also says he forced her to carry a gun. Cassie sued him under New York's Adult Survivors Act and settled with Diddy outside of court just one day after the suit was filed. Joy Dickerson-Neal also filed suit against Diddy under the Adult Survivors Act, accusing him of drugging and sexually assaulting her back in 1991 when she was a college student at Syracuse University. Diddy was slammed with yet another lawsuit last month, this time brought on by music producer Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod. The 73-page lawsuit lays out dozens of allegations against Diddy, including that he forced Lil Rod to hire prostitutes and have sex with them. The court doc also claims Diddy himself assaulted Lil Rod, but that's not.
Wow. There's a lot to unpack here.
Hire prostitutes and have sex with them. The court doc also claims Diddy himself assaulted Lil Rod, but that's not the only bombshell allegations revealed in the detailed documents. Lil Rod doesn't shy away from publicly naming other celebrities he says assaulted him.
I don't know that Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to escape from that one.
Let's start with the allegations against Academy Award-winning actor Cuba Gooding Jr. Lil Rod alleges Diddy was, quote, grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This fear became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. when they were on Mr. Combs' yacht. There's actually photos of their interaction together too, which are laid out in those court documents.
Oh, they got receipts. Man, Diddy's going away for so long. They have receipts for each and everything. And this is the thing, by the way, that I think Diddy is underestimating, because we got to remember, Diddy is from the old school. Diddy started doing shit like this in the late 90s. You know, according to all the reports. He was normal for a while in the beginning. When he was with Big and stuff, he kept it under wraps, from what I understand. But the thing is, even in the late 90s, early 2000s, you could do shit and there was no phones. There was nobody snapping pictures. There was nothing. I feel like it was so much easier to get away with shit when Diddy first started. And in a lot of other ways too, Diddy has never adapted to the current times. Diddy still keeps it old school. You know, he's still the one rapper when you see him in the audience at an award show, because he's not going to be there anymore. But you would see him at the Grammys, you know, in the audience with a bottle of De Leon tequila, drinking it drunk as fuck at the show. You know, like it was 1990. You know, we haven't seen rappers, you know, sitting in the stands with a bottle of Cristal, with a bottle of tequila, whatever, drinking, drunk, running around like thugs. We haven't really seen it to that degree since Tupac, since Biggie, since Snoop. I know a lot of these new rappers do drugs, but they do it in a different way. Puff is still in that old school 90s mentality. And the thing is, he doesn't understand that people are snapping pictures now. This isn't the 90s, bro. There's cameras everywhere. There's receipts for everything. That's what this dude is underestimating. I think mentally, Diddy never left the 90s.
Quote, grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This fear became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. when they were on Mr. Combs' yacht. There's actually photos of their interaction together too, which are laid out in those court documents. In the first pic, you see Diddy and Cuba talking with Diddy's arms on Cuba's. In the next pic, Cuba has his arm around Lil Rod and is smirking. Court docs go on to state, quote, Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away.
In the last couple of years, there were allegations against him for sexual assault. So now we had those prior allegations, and now we see him tied to this case as allegedly trying to, assault a little lad, assault others.
Back in 2019, Cuba was booked on misdemeanor charges of forcible touching and sexual abuse after he allegedly groped a woman in Times Square. By the next year...
In Times Square. These motherfuckers, that's the thing. Diddy's doing his dirty work in the hotel. This dude's allegedly in Times Square. These dudes are brazen, man. And again, we have heard a lot of stuff about Cuba Gooding. This is not the first accusation.
Touching and sexual abuse after he allegedly groped a woman in Times Square. By the next year, 3 women had come forward accusing him of non-consensual sexual touching. He eventually reached a deal with prosecutors that required 6 months of counseling but no jail time.
I'm getting the feeling where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Because now we have 2 different instances where you're accused of the same type of behavior, years apart. I think there's something there. And I don't know that Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to escape from that one, because he already saw definitely people moving away from him within Hollywood circles and other forward.
Lil Rod's lawsuit also publicly named another celebrity linked to Diddy, Jennifer Lopez.
Now this I want to hear, because I've been wondering about J-Lo. J-Lo is the one celebrity that seems to sort of be flying under the radar in this, because she was so directly related to Puff. She's got to know something.
Lil Rod's lawsuit also publicly named another celebrity linked to Diddy, Jennifer Lopez.
From the standpoint of the names of the celebrities that were tied to this, the fact that Jennifer Lopez was tied to this back when she was involved in or party to a shooting at a nightclub when she was dating Diddy, and is now alleged to have brought the gun with her to the scene and gave it to Diddy, and that's how the shooting occurred.
Oh, so he had Cassie doing what he had J-Lo doing. So this dude just has his girls carrying guns. I didn't know Jennifer Lopez got down like that, man. Jennifer Lopez, but if you really look at Jennifer Lopez, I think she gets down, man. I've always had a weird feeling about Jennifer Lopez. She's one of those girls that plays sweet. I don't think she's sweet. I don't think she's sweet at all.
Club when she was dating Diddy, and is now alleged to have brought the gun with her to the scene and gave it to Diddy, and that's how the shooting occurred.
Lil Rod's team brings up J-Lo when establishing Diddy's history, writing his, quote, Rico enterprise has existed for at least 20 years, dating back to the 1999 nightclub shooting in NYC, when Mr. Combs required his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez to transport his illegal firearm into the NYC nightclub. The court docs allege Diddy forced his then-artist Shine to assume responsibility for the shooting of several individuals. All this happened back on December 27, 1999, when a fight broke out at a nightclub. Diddy, J-Lo, and rapper Shine were all there, and according to former rapper Mark Curry, Diddy paid Shine $1 million to take the fall for the shooting and serve a 10-year prison sentence.
Oh my God, man. Hang on a second. $1 million. Okay, let's do the math here. $1 million for 10? Not a chance. Here's what I'll need. Here's what I would need if I was Shine. If I'm Shine, I need $1 million a year. And I need protective custody. If you want me to go do 10 years for you, I guess we got to adjust for inflation. $1 million in 1999. That's like what, 4 million now? But still, that's insane. The whole situation is insane. But the idea that you would go to jail for 10 years for $1 million, you got to be out of your fucking mind.
Lil Rod's lawsuit now suggests it was J-Lo who brought the gun. The fact that she's named as somebody who was carrying a weapon, could that be incriminating for Jennifer Lopez?
It can be, But with a huge caveat, right? If I'm not mistaken, that shooting did not result in a death. I know that somebody was harmed, but I don't believe anyone was killed.
Look at her smiling.
Because of that, you have the statute of limitations to deal with, which is basically a prolonged amount of a certain amount of time that a prosecutor has to be able to bring charges against someone. And it varies from state to state. But the one thing is consistent is that there is no statute of limitations on murder. So if P. Diddy had actually killed this person or the person died as a result of their injuries, now J-Lo could be brought into the mix as a co-defendant because of the fact that the person has passed away. But if the person is alive, and maybe they had serious injuries or whatever the case may be, statute of limitations would run, and it is highly likely at this juncture that statute of limitations have expired, therefore she does not have any criminal liability.
Little bit of information about the other celebrities involved in the Diddy case, or I guess allegedly involved. So far, we've learned that Jennifer Lopez was allegedly a gun runner for Diddy. Not only that, he also forced Cassie to carry weapons. It seems like Diddy really had a blueprint. You know, I mean, he had a blueprint for being a fucking devil. And it seems like he followed very strict rules as to how he would treat the females that he was abusing, which is, again, it just goes to show how calculated and sick this really is. We have this video of Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, of course, who's done. I'm actually going to try to get Gene on this channel, by the way, just to come and speak on it, see if he'll do an interview. This is him speaking on the Diddy footage.
What you think about the video that came out today of Diddy pitting his hands on Cassie?
Man, you know that was crazy. And I know people gonna think that, you know, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now, listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan. Because a lot of people wasn't believing that this stuff even existed, brother. A lot of people didn't even think that this was, that, you know, Cassie was telling lies, Gene been telling lies, Lil Rob been telling lies, everybody lying on Diddy. My man, he punching that little girl in the head. Yo, you don't even kick a dog, man. You don't even kick a dog, bro. He kicking that little girl like she's a dog, man. That, yo, it was crazy, man. Any man that has a sister, any man that has a friend that's a girl, any man that has a child, you understand, who saw that, if they wasn't appalled, but any man who saw that, wish they could put their hands on Diddy at that time, bro. That shit was appalling, bro. Bruh. When I saw him run down first of all, when I saw the white towel, I got flashbacks of him and Ja Rule running out the room.
Oh, no.
I had flashbacks of when they told me when he beat Misa so bad that he was kicking her, she had to go hide up under a car.
Damn.
It's crazy, bro.
That was Puff's former head of security, Gene Deal, guys, revealing some insane information about Diddy and also reacting to the latest leaked video. Of course, we're showing here above of Diddy assaulting Cassie. This is the video that leaked, which sparked Diddy's response video, which we started the stream covering. And honestly, man, yeah, this just, look, I've looked at this video probably 20, 25 times in the past day now since it came out, just doing these streams. And every time I look at this video, guys, it just becomes more and more distressing. It is beyond sick what this dude has been doing and getting away with for all these years. We're going to look at another video of Gene Deal speaking on this situation because he really has some great insight. If you guys are enjoying the stream, man, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Smash the like button as well. If you hit the 3 dots in the top right of your screen, it's going to show you the like button. Appreciate all your support, guys. Here is Diddy's former security, Gene Deal, speaking on Diddy forcing Cassie into a freak-off. Which is, of course, when he would have a bunch of prostitutes come in and he would have forced activity. That is one of the Diddy freak-offs. Sickening.
Was he doing this back then, these freak-off sessions, when you were security? Because I'm looking at this lawsuit, and that's what they would call it, freak-off sessions, when, Cassie, she'll have sex with the male prostitute while he'll masturbate.
Bruh, I can't say, because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and two girls. You know what I'm saying? When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that, no, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, and just in the instant when people got it confused when I said, when he was in the room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room. Yo, I didn't know they was doing anything freaky until Ja came out and said, yo, y'all didn't want to be in there because there's a lot of freaky things going on. So,
man, 50 was right about Ja Rule and Puff. I love how everybody 50 Cent has a problem with ends up just being fucking nuts. 50 has some pretty good judgment of character, or or he just knows a lot.
I guess that was one of those freak-off sections. But other than that, I couldn't say anything.
And you knowing Diddy, and at one point you and him was real cool. Do you believe everything she's saying about these freak-off sessions?
Listen, that girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business.
He's talking about Cassie.
Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had to suck a lot of to get to this position.
What?
You understand? They have said that. So I can imagine what that little girl went through with old boy. She ain't lying that thing, because if she would have lied, he would have fought her tooth and nail. He would have fought her tooth and nail, bruh. Don't get it messed up, Art. He would have fought her tooth and nail. That little girl ain't lied nothing that. She ain't lied about none of that. Do you know what she's going through? She know what she's going to go through for the rest of her life? Her kids going to go back and see this on the internet?
Right. And she also said in this lawsuit, man, that, Diddy, he came off as a mentor, but later down the line, he became too controlling.
My position on him, he was never a father figure, bruh. You understand? He was a groomer. He was an addict. He was somebody that was what you call those? I've lost all of my terminologies when I was working as a BCW or a child abuse worker, but he was an individual that preyed on this young girl, using her dreams, her talents, holding it hostage for his own benefit. He groomed her. He wasn't no father. He was no father figure to her, bruh.
There you go, guys. One of Diddy's top guys, Gene Deal, one of the security guards, saying he believes every single thing pretty much that was in the Cassie lawsuit. Also making a good point about the fact that if Diddy actually was being lied on right now, he would fight tooth and nail to clear his name in court. And this is exactly the observation I was making yesterday on stream. If somebody is actually innocent and you're a man of means to the point, you know, where you're P. Diddy, like I think Diddy's one of the richest rappers ever. It should be no problem for him, if he's innocent, to have gone through with this entire lawsuit with Cassie and fought it. He definitely could have easily won the lawsuit and been cleared of everything if he would have just used his connections. He has probably connections to the best lawyers. Obviously he does, because he's basically protected by the feds at this point. He has the access to every possible resource to clear his name. And I firmly do believe that if you're innocent and you're that, you know, in such a position of power like that, and such a position of assets and resources, I don't believe that you would just want it to end to the point where you would pay $30 million. You know, even Michael Jackson, guys, when you look back, I mean, Michael Jackson was accused of pedophilia. And he went to court. I know he paid some of the settlements. He did pay to end some of the cases, but he was also cleared in others. He also showed up to court. He showed up to try to clear his name. So I do think that's a really good point by Gene Deal. If Diddy was in fact innocent, I think he would have no problem going to court. What do you guys think in the chat? I'm going to take a look at the poll here I put up. Make sure you vote on our poll. Is this the end of Diddy's career? I'm going to go and check what you guys have to say. Let's look at this full video of Gene Deal reacting to this new Cassie clip. Gene, of course, was the head of security for Puff. I'm pretty sure going all the way back to the Bad Boy days, the early Bad Boy days. Let's take a look at this.
I know Art gonna call me. Art of Dialogue gonna give me a call.
Oh, you already know I was about to hit you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, man, let's get right into it, man. What you think about the video that came out today of Diddy pitting his hands on Cassie?
Man, you know that was crazy. And I know people gonna think that, you know, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? The devil got his purpose, but God got a plan. You understand? And it's all in God's plan, man. You understand? To let people see, because a lot of people wasn't believing that this stuff even existed, brother. A lot of people didn't even think that this was, that, you know, Cassie was telling lies, Gene been telling lies, Lil Rob been telling lies, everybody lying on Diddy. But Diddy told the truth. Diddy's the only one told the truth. He said, y'all just keep watching. The truth will soon come out. And you see what came out? My man, he punching that little girl in the head. Yo, you don't even kick a dog, man. You don't even kick a dog, bro. He kicking that little girl like she's a dog, man. That, yo, it was crazy, man. Any man that has a sister, any man that has a friend that's a girl, any man that has a child, you understand, who saw that, if they wasn't appalled, if they wasn't like, yo, I want to beat the, you know what I'm saying? We can't say that on television, man, or on the internet or YouTube, but any man who saw that, wish they could put their hands on Diddy at that time, bro. That shit was appalling, bro. It was crazy, man. And when I saw it, you know, I could imagine what Kim went through. I could imagine what Misa went through. You understand? It was just crazy, man, for that dude to do that to that girl like that, man.
I can't believe what I seen, man. I still can't believe what I seen in that video, man. Like the way he was kicking her was like he was kicking a field goal, man.
Bruh, when I saw him
Bro,
run,
saying he's kicking a field goal is crazy. What the fuck? Bro, read the room, my guy. Bro said he beat his girl like he was kicking a field goal.
It was like he was kicking a field goal, man.
That's out of pocket.
I seen in that video, man. Like the way he was kicking her was like he was kicking a field goal, man.
Bro, that sounds like a fucking Key and Peele skit.
Believe what I seen in that video, man. Like the way he was kicking her was like he was kicking a field goal, man.
bruh, when I saw him run down the, first of all, when I saw the white towel, I got flashbacks of him and Ja Rule running out the room. Of course, they had, what's her name, Sarah and the other girl in there, but I had that flashback. And then when I seen him run down the hallway, I had flashbacks when the same gang was chasing him. I was like, what the hell? And then when he put his hands on it, no jokes aside, because I know it's not no laughing matter, man. The shit just was appalling, brother. And I don't even know how they could even play that on television, on YouTube like that, and without even putting up some sensitive, you know how they put the sensitive subject matter up? That was crazy, man.
I was wondering the same thing, by the way, because I censored the Cassie video for my channel. Just, you know, because I do think it's a really sensitive clip. I was pretty appalled that they put that up not only on YouTube, but on national television. This video was obtained by CNN of Cassie being assaulted. I honestly could not believe that they were able to put this video up without censoring it. And I do, you know, I mean, it is a really sad thing. Again, I can only imagine how Cassie herself feels seeing this uncensored video, because, and again, I censored this myself, but seeing this coming out, I mean, this is barbaric behavior from P. Diddy. I mean, this video really is something. But I mean, it is a fair point. How is this allowed to be seen? Maybe it's a good thing that we see it for what it is. I think maybe this, honestly, maybe we need to see something tough right now. Maybe it's that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I can't believe it, man. I mean, because like I said, I mean, me and you've been doing interviews for years and you've been telling me stories about Diddy, but to actually see the visual.
You know, so like, bruh, I wouldn't have never allowed him to do no shit like that around me. That's why he probably never did nothing like that. You understand? When I got the aftermath, when they told me to go over to St. Luke's Hospital, because Puff was over there in the hospital, that was the aftermath. You understand? When Kim cut his wrist up with that corkscrew, his right wrist, they got pictures on the internet with his wrist banded up. Kim did that. You understand? The aftermath of them being in the Swiss hotel and he roughing her up and like he playing fight with her, and then she runs out the presidential suite and we got the big room in there at the Swiss hotel, and then I'll be like, yo, you all right? And she like, yeah, I'm all right. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You good? She like, yeah, good. And then she go back in the room with Puff, Diddy, Brother Love, whatever he call his name is. So, you know, it's always the aftermath of something like that, bro. But in front of you, only people who commit crimes around people who commit crimes. You know, Puff know who to do that stuff around.
And it's telling too, because in the video, Diddy's alone. You know, that's what we've heard. And that's why I truly do believe Puff is, I don't even think we should call him a man, because he's not a man. When he gets around real men, like Gene Deal, like Biggie, like Pac, he wasn't doing anything because he was scared. You understand me? He was scared of a real man putting him in his place. He was scared of an actual man, not a fucking spineless snake, but a real man putting him in his fucking place for being the bitch that he is. That to me is the true definition of a coward. Because around the real men, he doesn't do shit. When he's in a room alone with women, all of a sudden he's tough. Or when he's chasing her down the hallway in a bath towel. I mean, I don't see how Diddy can recover from this, guys. Because, this is the true definition of a fucking coward.
And that was crazy, man. When I looked at that thing, to be honest, I thought that the people who was watching it, because at those hotels, they have security personnel that watch that stuff. And if they didn't call the police, they should be in jail.
100% exactly what I was going to say. Man, Gene Deal's spitting facts, bro. This is exactly what I was saying yesterday on the stream. The hotel knew that this happened immediately. It was written in the lawsuit by Cassie that Diddy paid $50,000 to keep this video quiet. I agree that everybody who took money from him should be charged at least as well. That has to be some kind of charge. I don't know what you would call it, but hiding evidence of a criminal case and taking hush money has to be illegal.
I don't care what nobody say. Whoever watched that tape and didn't submit that to the authorities, they should be brought up on charges.
Why do you think the video is barely coming out right now? Because you got a lot of people, that's wondering why it took so long.
First of all, they know that Puff probably paid the security personnel because he knew it was on camera. When he made it to the hallway, when she made it to that phone, once that phone picked up, that's going straight to security. That's for emergency purposes only. So either the concierge or somebody that's handling emergency type situations when she picked up that phone. So now Puff probably had somebody pay them off. 9 times out of 10, he had somebody pay them off, bruh. And then now Homeland Security is involved. I told you, everybody talking about, they ain't got nothing on him. His dumbass son come out, make this whole tape, you understand, about what they ain't got or what they...
His dumbass son.
Son come out, make this whole tape, you understand, about what they ain't got or what they... Man, listen to me. Homeland Security looked at Cassie information. They interviewed her. When was the time he hit you? He hit you before? Yeah, we was at the hotel. He blacked my eye. They went through a whole lawsuit. Oh, he blacked my eye. We at the hotel. It was on this day, about this time. They said, okay, we're going to contact and see if the footage. Now, they got to keep that stuff in the archive. They have to have that security footage in the archive somewhere. So then what the Homeland Security say, listen to me, on this day, this way, because just for accidents, just say you fell down the steps at the hotel. They got cameras in the hallway. They got cameras in the stairway. So they can see that. So now, you didn't fall down the steps, but you say you did at a certain time. They go through that whole footage. So they have to keep that in some kind of archive. Now, she told them what date and by what time it happened. They contact the security personnel and the people who have that stuff in archive and say, listen to me. We're going to subpoena that. We want that information. And they sent it to them because they don't want to lose their insurance. They don't want to lose their insurance. The things that they insure the hotel, so they don't want to lose that stuff. So listen, what they do, they hand it over to them. There's going to be a lot of stuff handed over. Why do you think they got all the tax returns and everything on all 18 other companies that he was doing business with?
And this is, again, this is a security professional, guys. For anybody just joining, this is one of Diddy's main security guys for years and years. And this is exactly why I was even more disgusted. The point that he's making is why the Diddy situation at the hotel is so sick. Because everybody and their mother knows that every square inch of a hotel is covered with cameras. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't agree, who doesn't realize that. Everywhere in a hotel, except for, of course, people are in the chat saying, what about the rooms, the bathrooms? Okay, maybe not. But we're talking outside the rooms. Every square inch of a hotel, everything is being recorded. The fact that Diddy was comfortable enough to run down the hallway in a bath towel, in a place he knew was being recorded everywhere, and beat another celebrity, not just a woman. It's just as bad either way, but it's even more brazen if you're super famous, you're attacking another famous person. I mean, you're leaving yourself so wide open to such a wide range of consequences. And the fact that you're comfortable to do that in a public forum, I've said it once, I'll say it again. I cannot even imagine the horrors that this dude was doing behind closed doors in places where there was no cameras or that he controlled the cameras. Gene Deal, the guy in this footage, says there's a lot of video that's going to be coming out from the Diddy case. This is not the only video. The video that leaked yesterday from the hotel is not the only tape that we're going to be getting from Diddy. There's a lot more tapes apparently that are going to be released, and I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more of them as well.
I told y'all, the Southern District of New York, they not into losing nothing. A 98.2 percentage in conviction rates. They not losing nothing. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that.
What was your reaction when you first seen that video, man?
I was sick as a stomach, man. I was sick in the stomach, man.
I was sick as a stomach.
When you have daughters, you just hope somebody don't send you to jail like that. Because any real man know if somebody put their hands on their kids like that, kicking them like a dog. My first reaction was, man, there's probably a lot of other women that had that same problem with old boy. Remember Gina that got on that show, Tasha K show? And she said that, he kicked me. He was punching me in my head, on the side of my head. Do you imagine what she went through and she was pregnant, bruh? Come on, man. I had flashbacks of when they told me when he beat Misa so bad that he was kicking her, she had to go hide up under a car. It's crazy, bro.
There you go. Diddy's former head of security, Gene Deal, speaking on the situation. It's absolutely nuts, guys. We're going to look up this clip here. Now, this is something that's starting to surface again. J. Cole released a song called Let Go My Hand on his last record called the Off Season. And we're going to play this track because in this track, he speaks on the fact that he actually put hands on Diddy. There's a viral tweet going around that says, people call J. Cole soft because he dropped out of the rap beef, but he was actually the first rapper and the only rapper to put hands on Puff. And Cole confirms this in this song called Let Go My Hand. We're going to pull up the lyrics here. And J. Cole dropping little nuggets of truth, man, obviously all the time. And I think this just lends to, show how true it is that people knew about the situation. We're going to try to find the part where he speaks on Puff. Here we go.
Losses, some broken up too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy, who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in 7th grade and played it so much, you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then I ain't know shit, now I know too much. Ignorance is...
Let's run that back one more time. So he says, Couple wins, couple losses. Some broken up too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that man's album in 7th grade and played it so much you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then I ain't no shit. Now I know too much.
They face couple wins, couple losses, some broken up too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy, who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in 7th grade and played it so much you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then I ain't no shit, now I know too much.
J. Cole. He warned us, man. He warned us. Now, J. Cole and Diddy actually made a video together laughing about this, and I guess he put his differences aside with Diddy 2 years ago when this first dropped, which is very, very strange to me. Like, if J. Cole said he knew too much about Diddy, it's sort of odd to me that he would have made up with this guy or even wanted to be seen with this guy if he was really as pure as he claims to be. Here's the video clip from J. Cole with Diddy. Very strange.
Squaring up with each other on a balcony. The pair went outside to pose for a photo together when Cole caught him off guard by getting into a fighting position. Both Diddy and J. Cole laughed about the incident and clenched fists while staring each other down. J. Cole recently addressed the fight between him and Diddy on his The Off-Season track, Let Go My Hand. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought? He raps on the song. I bought that album in 7th grade and played it so much you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then I ain't know now I know too much. Diddy also appeared on the outro saying, Lord, please guide our steps. Watch us, cover us, so that every move we make is in alignment with your will.
Diddy's on the song? Hang on a second. I didn't realize Diddy was on the song. I thought that was Cole at the end. See, he knew better not to put featuring Diddy on the track. Damn.
Watch us, cover us, so that every move we make is in alignment with your will, your purpose. Please fill us with your spirit. Keep us forever in the present, for presence makes the strongest fathers. Teach us how to lead, show us how to love. In May, J. Cole's manager and Dreamville Records co-founder Ibrahim Ibn Hamad went into detail about the incident on an episode of the Say Less podcast.
He was defending Kendrick.
So it wasn't what it was.
It wasn't what it was.
Gotcha.
It was,
Gotcha.
you know.
Right, that's all we need to know.
Yeah, it wasn't like, don't talk to Kendrick like that.
I'm thinking after school special.
Bro, Kendrick has been getting J. Cole in trouble for fucking decades. J. Cole needs to stay the fuck away from Kendrick, man. Kendrick is a problem.
After school special. Kendrick has his drink and Puff like slaps out his hand. Cole stands up like, wait.
Kendrick was there. Top was there. Jay was there. Beyonce was there. Me and Cole. And, you know, grown men got a little heated.
Little alcohol.
All I remember is me and Jay looking at each other like a quick glance, like, oh, these about to fight. And then just being like, oh no, this is about to happen. But you know, I'll just leave it at that because
we'll leave it at that. Some hip hop stories are best to leave.
Yeah, just keep it.
The funny part though, you wanna know the funny part is that was a VMA party. Mm-hmm. Everyone was there. I remember.
I remember talking to Rob Markman about it too. He was out there.
Angela Yee was like literally at the table. If I'm not mistaken, you know she.
Yes.
I fuck with Yee, but she got rumor reports.
Yeah, I'm saying like you was over there like, oh, here we go.
Next day, walking out of there, I'm like, oh, this is about to be bad.
Tomorrow morning's gonna be a
exactly.
show.
But for some reason, no one had a camera out. No one a couple people was talking about it, but you know.
But yeah, what do you guys think? If Diddy
So J. Cole almost fought Diddy in front of Beyonce and Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, and the entire TDE team. I'm actually probably going to put a video together trying to come up with more details about this. I'm surprised nobody pulled a phone out. But J. Cole, the first rapper, I guess, to put hands on Diddy, which obviously, look, I think this guy deserves at this point. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, maybe I shouldn't say that. Sometimes you slip up and say what you actually feel every once in a while deep down inside. But look, man, I think any dude who is doing the shit that Diddy's accused of, you at least belong in jail, having somebody put hands on you there. Let me know what you guys think down below, man. What are you guys' thoughts on Diddy Do you guys think that he's going to be going away? Let's go to I'll go to my channel so I can look at the poll that I put in the chat. I put a poll in the chat saying, is this the end of Diddy? Let's see what you guys voted. If the chat will load. I guess I can't see the results, but yeah, man, unbelievable. Let's pull up a little bit more details about this Diddy and Cassie video that was just released. Freddy P speaks on it here, saying he hates women.
Man, I'm happy to be back, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed, man. So for the people that's unfamiliar with you, man, let the people know who you is.
Freddy P from Making the Band, the group DABAND. You know, the band's #1 TV show, 3 years on MTV. When I come to that subject, man, it's kind of hard for me because, like, when foot butter, chicken butter, all that.
Yes, indeed, man. Happy to have you back on, man. So with that being said, I want to get right into it, man. How you feel about the video of Diddy attacking Cassie?
Oh man, that's a bad look. When I come to that subject, man, it's kind of hard for me because, like, when I was watching the last video, like I seen like with my responses was a lot of malice because I really don't like them guys, you know, like I don't like nothing about them guys. And seeing that video just made me hate them even more. That's the type of shit where you want to take the fade. Like, you see more like Slim Thug who stuck by your side come out making an apology video. You see Cedric the Entertainer making all these people finally realizing, like, bro, who you are, and they stepping out making these videos. That's self-explanatory. I think that's just, man, we got a glimpse of that. We didn't know about that last week. So imagine other shit that we don't even fucking know about.
We're going to look at these videos too of celebrities apologizing, because there was a lot of celebrities who stood up for Diddy and stuck by his side who have now been forced to apologize. We're going to look at Cedric the Entertainer speaking on Diddy. Let's check this out here. If you guys are liking the stream, man, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We're live almost every single day covering all this stuff.
Would try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation.
We're going to find the part with Cedric. Oh, and this other guy apologized too.
Out to Cassie. No woman in the world should have to endure anything like that. At no point should a woman have to endure that. That a man would treat a woman like that.
I'm going to find the apology. Here we go. Celebrities react. Let's see what everybody's been saying. So, the video came out. Cedric the Entertainer expresses disappointment with Diddy. He says, quote, "Very disappointed by the state of our community. This video of Diddy assaulting Cassie is beyond disturbing. It's deplorable and at moments downright diabolical. As a father of daughters and young men, he must take real time to atone his and all of the souls he has affected. It's the kind of damage that permeates generations," said Cedric the Entertainer. Erica Campbell released a post as well, the singer. She says, "Cassie, I am so sorry you have to relive this, as so many are talking about your pain. May your new reality of love and family be louder. Prayers and blessings and love." Judge Mathis jumping in, reacted. He said, "Had a hard time watching the Cassie video. Sadly, she is not the only victim. Sisters, keep your head up, said Judge Mathis. So lots of reactions here to the Diddy situation coming from the celebrity community. Let's keep watching this video here of Freddy P.
That's small. For you to kick a woman like that, bro, like, it's hard to sit in here without bias and speak on him because everybody know I don't like him. But I don't care who he with. You know what I'm saying? For you to kick a woman like you trying to win a Super Bowl, a game-winning Super Bowl and shit, like bro, the nigga was like, he did it twice. You know how you warm up for a kick? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like you warming up, you take 2 kicks. Like he was trying to win a game or something and not trying to be funny. I'm seriously saying, I don't like men who hit women and don't hit niggas like you'll hit a woman. What I mean is, I don't promote hitting no woman at all. But I've had to do it because I had a woman that punched me in my face so fucking hard that I retaliate with a quick. But it wasn't no beat on no woman. I don't like men who gotta feel like you gotta beat on no fucking woman like that. Like, and you know, her mother gotta see that, and bigger than that, right? This is why I don't want to go too far into this, right? Because how do your daughters feel, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? How your daughters gonna feel? Like, you got daughters that gotta look at that. Imagine all the stories and lies you done told them, and then they gotta see that beast come out.
And that is actually probably one of the best points I've heard about this entire situation. I think on top of the actual victims who have been victimized firsthand, I actually do feel like Diddy's children are victims. You know, even Christian Combs, who's being implicated in a lot of these charges, there are allegations of Christian Combs drugging women, committing SA against women, forcefully doing other things and putting women in compromising positions alongside his dad. We've also seen Diddy sharing girlfriends with his son, which is, even just that is incredibly sick. I mean, to be passing a girl around from father to son, that to me is, it's basically incest. And it's disgusting. I mean, even just that fact with the Lori Harvey thing, we should have known Diddy was a fucking lunatic from the beginning. The point is this. I feel like Christian Combs, even if he is involved, and all of Diddy's kids are victims. Because if Diddy was grooming other people, he could easily groom his kids to do his dirty work too. And it sounds like he did. Like father, like son. Like if Christian Combs is also found guilty for the charges against him, he's a victim as well. So I feel like I was a little too judgmental of Christian Combs. You know, he dropped that diss track trying to defend his dad. But think about it. If he was groomed by his own father to become a criminal, that's also still his dad. So you got to understand that he still loves the guy. And his kids are probably just trying to come to terms with the fact that their father is a piece of shit. It's really a sad situation all around.
And he dealing with his own demons within his own house because a lot of his kids probably gonna find, and I'm sending it out there in the air next because I like for people to see my gift from God, a prophecy. When his kids go to finding out more and more things on down the line about who he really are, he gonna lose a connection with them kids because he been lying to them, and you know they fear him obviously. If your pops doing shit like that, my son gonna grab me. My son gonna say, "Pops." I can imagine Puffy controlling his room, you know what I'm saying? People scared to speak to him. And if you sitting in a room with a bunch of people that won't defend you, and a nigga kick you and everybody turn their head, yeah, suckers. Man, all them niggas too around them suckers. I can't defend that shit, bro.
See, the thing is, though, that, you know, Freddy P says that everybody around Diddy are suckers, but we got to remember, a lot of the guys claim that Diddy didn't do these things in front of them. Now, we also have to remember that that's a very convenient position for these security guards, these managers to have been in. You know, if you're around a serial criminal, it's a lot easier to just claim, hey, he never did it around me, than it is to say, you know, we turned a blind eye, we got paid, whatever. So Freddie may raise a good point. Even though the guys around Diddy claim he wasn't beating women around them, wasn't doing assaults around them because he was scared to kind of get caught by good men with actual good hearts and good intentions. While that may be true, it's also a very convenient position for guys like Gene Deal to be in. You know, I do think Gene Deal should be investigated too. The security guard we were just watching video of. I think they should all be investigated because the idea that you work for a guy for 10 years, he's a serial rapist, he's a drugger, you know, whatever the fuck you call it. Like he's a serial criminal. And that you never saw it because he was too scared to do it around you, that's a convenient position to be in. I want them all investigated.
That nigga right there, for you, like, how do you get to a point that you feel, because you know what it remind me of, honestly? I was having talk with my brother about this. It remind me of the kid that like to kill animals. You know what I'm saying? It remind me of the kid who got a secret. You do shit in private and put on a fake smile in front of people. You got anger issues. You won't really with the bullies. You don't want to, you know, you do shit to people that's weak, people that can't defend themselves. That's cowardice to me, man. That's cowardice. Man, I wish I could have been anywhere, her brother, anything, bro. Like, I would have showed that man something different, bro. Or tried about my sister.
You know what was heartbreaking, man? And I didn't even notice it when I seen the video, but I was looking at people's reactions, and I feel bad, bro, because when he was stomping on her, kicking her, dragging her, punching her, you notice, bro, she didn't fight back or anything. She was just standing right there, bro, just letting him have his way.
As if she used to it. Reminded me of the Tina Turner situation.
That's very true, by the way. I mean, when you look at this video of Cassie, I was shocked at the fact that she doesn't really react. Like, she looks like and again, I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but she seems like she's taken a beating before. I mean, if I'm just going to be completely frank, when you look at this video, like, this is not someone who's never been hit before. Like, she doesn't even really react to being hit at this point. You know, so that is incredibly concerning.
She laid there as if her reaction, her defensive reaction, was something familiar that she used to doing. She must have knew that it was finna spiral out of control. This is how she used to defend herself. And if we go back and look at the video that he put on the internet, you see her curled up in the thing on the floor before. She didn't want to show her face, but he was. Let me tell you something about men that do women like that. Men that do women like that hate women, bro. I said it last time, any man that run around and having a bunch of babies, what man is rich and don't want to share the world with his fucking wife? What man the definition of a king? You cannot be a king without a queen. What man wants to have all those riches and not share that shit with a wife or and a family and come home to his kids? How long can a man go? 20-something years without marriage, without nothing, no substance?
Well, that's subjective. I mean, come on.
Y'all know why? Because it's not. He don't like women. And what I don't mean as far as sexual preference, he don't like women. Because I don't know what he went through in his life. He don't like women for him to treat women the way he treat women. Any man that do that shit, they steep down. You know, any man that run around having 20 babies, you got all this money, you can't share with no wife, you ain't got no family. You're weird to me. All them niggas who do that shit, all them niggas who be, I got this whole, that whole fucking behind each other. Like, bro, I can't, man, y'all niggas, I'm a germ freak, bro. So I look at that shit like it's weird, bro. Like, all that shit weird to me. They whole little circle weird to me.
What you think should happen to him?
Lock his ass up, bro. I'm tired. I've never seen a nigga. I'm not here. Like I say, bro, I'm not here rooting on. But what the f is this man doing to get out of jail so much, man? I know real niggas in prison for less. Like, bro, like, that's kind of like, bro, like, y'all don't see what I'm looking at? Like, it's too obvious, bro. Who you know? Who you working for? Who you done turned in? You get what I'm saying? And you be running around here doing all that shit and like what I be saying, like, bro, you get around the thugs and want to be a thug and you get around it, man. Come on, man. That's why I was telling everybody about the Carisha thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he never slept with Carisha. Man's a fucking homosexual, man. Let's just be real. When you think about every homosexual guy, they keep a bunch of what around them? a bunch of girls. The ones that be undercover, they keep girls running because the girls can do the dirty work. The girls can go out in the club, get, you want to see a nigga, I mean, God forgive me, you want to see a nigga meet? Go get a bad bitch to fuck him in front of you. And all you gotta do is pretend like you into her because you really like that man. So, and with that world being so small, there's so much perversion going on because they don't have access to, like, as if I'm a man, right? I see a woman, it's my God-given right to make an attempt to holler at her, right? But if a man see me, if he try to holler at me, what's gonna happen? Or what? 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? And that's why when you living in that world right there, that's why he's such in a controlled environment. The man going crazy. This man going through all this because he can't be who he truly is. Deep down, he a pride guy. Stevie J, look at all of them, bro. Like, come on, man, you can't tell. I'm not.
That actually makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because, again, if Diddy was just trying this straight up, it's not going to go his way. This makes a lot of sense.
Deep down, he a pride guy. Stevie J, look at all of them, bro. Like, come on, man, you can't tell. I'm not knocking it. I don't have nothing against him, but one thing about it, bro, I respect gays that stand on and say they gay. Like, I can respect you. I can't respect that shit they got going on. Because other people get hurt trying to hide your secrets. You beating this girl up because deep down you hate this. I've been there before. Like, you hate this girl. You fucking hate this girl so much that every time you get mad, she gets your anger. That's kind of like having a dog, right? Because I had an anger issue before when I was young. I love dogs to death. I used to get mad and I go choke the dog. Just watch him.
What? This dude's incriminating himself more than Puff half this fucking interview. Dude just snitched on himself for punching a woman in the face and choking a dog. Nobody even asked him that.
And I grew up and I was like, damn, something wrong with you, bro. Like, what the fuck? I was so mad with life. I was so angry with what was going on. That's why I was so into violent things, because every time something took place, I was ready to go be the first day I wanted to get this shit out. And he got that type of anger because he high and shit. He can't be himself.
A lot of good observations made there by Freddy P speaking on Diddy. We're going to run the apology video one more time. I still can't believe Diddy actually came out and admitted, hey, that was me. Trying to say it like he, got a speeding ticket or something. It wasn't my best moment. As if that makes up for it. Absolutely insane twist here in the Diddy story. Let's take a look at this video of him apologizing.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you sure are, Diddy.
I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Well, one thing's true about this statement. He's sorry. That much I believe. I don't think he's sorry for doing it. I think he's a sorry motherfucker who is sorry that he got caught. That's what I truly believe. The true definition of a spineless coward in human form. I don't even know if human is the right word. And just an absolutely sickening display of narcissism, lack of accountability, entitlement, and just ultimately an incredibly out of touch, delusional, sick man who's never been held accountable for anything in his life. He's implicated in murders. He's implicated in assaults. He's implicated in human trafficking. And he's never been accountable for anything ever. It all ends now, folks. It all ends now. I don't think we're ever going to see somebody get away with shit for this long again. I also think that if this guy does not get arrested at this point, he is 100% a federal asset. I think that may not even be in question anymore. It is quite obvious that there's some sort of protection going on when it comes to Diddy. All we can do is keep covering this, guys, so make sure you click that subscribe button down below. I'm going to be going live. Every time there's an update, I go live. So whatever the story may be in the world of music, I'm going to cover it. We also do live music reactions where we give up-and-coming independent artists a platform to promote their music, and we give them feedback as well. I'm going to be going live in about an hour with the music stream, so make sure to subscribe down below if you're an artist who wants to get some promo. And let me know what you think in the comments down below, everybody watching this right now, of Diddy. Do you think he's going to be freed? Do you think that he has too much protection and he can't be put away at this point? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. I'm looking forward to reading you guys' input.